These are my Champions League predictions and betting tips for Matchday 2, Round 2, playing on Wednesday, 4th October 2023. I do share these predictions every single time we have the European matches, and when we have the England Premier League matches, I also share the betting tips and predictions for every game week. So please ensure that you are subscribing, because we are also trying to get 100,000 here on YouTube before the year end, and I'll be greatly happy and grateful if you subscribe and allow us attain that before the year end. And today we are also trying to get 2,500 likes, so please ensure that you are liking the video before we get started. Our first match that we have in store today is Atletico Madrid vs Feyenoord. In the Atletico Madrid vs Feyenoord game, I must mention that Atletico Madrid have won just one of their last 11 home matches in the Champions League, drawing on less than 7 occasions, something that is going to be risky in this one. And then when you look at the Feyenoord side are also coming into this game where their squad not exactly perfect the way it's supposed to be. So I expect Atletico Madrid to be able to capitalize on that and walk away with the 3 points in this particular game. So in this particular game, Atletico Madrid vs Feyenoord, I think that the scoreline is going to be Atletico Madrid 2 goals and Feyenoord 1 goal at the end of 90 minutes. And my prediction is going to be an Atletico Madrid victory or Atletico Madrid to win. I also expect Alvaro Morata to go ahead and score a goal in this particular one. We have Royal Antwerp vs the Shaktar, the next game coming up next. Royal Antwerp have been having and recording draws, back-to-back draws coming into this particular match. If you look at the Belgian side, that is the Royal Antwerp, you must realize that in the match day 1, they also lost 5-0 to Barcelona. So it's really going to be an important match for them as they try to go ahead and get their first point in the championship, in this particular competition. And then if you look at the visitors were also beaten by Porto last time, that is in the game week 1. And so the two teams, both of them are coming into this game with a desire to get points. So I predict a stalemate of 1-1 correct score, and the betting tip is going to be a draw to be recorded. And then we have Celtic vs Lazio coming up next. Celtic vs Lazio is also an interesting fixture because we all know that Celtic have an unbeaten record at home this season, recording 2 wins in 3 games. They have also been able to keep clean sheets in their last 2 home matches. And so I must believe that Celtic at home this season are performing way better. Despite them not going ahead and getting all the 3 points that they are required to get, they are still in a better position compared to their opponents, Lazio. But you also need to know that Lazio, they have a strong squad, they have a strong players roster to choose from, so that is going to be playing in their advantage, and they are not going to be going down without a fight this Wednesday. So I predict both teams to be able to score, and my prediction for the correct score is 2-2, and the betting tip is both teams to score. Then we have Borussia Dortmund vs Milan coming up next. You must realize that Dortmund vs Milan is going to be an easy game. Not a complicated match. I expect Dortmund to find it easier because they got the Champions League experience. They got the quality needed to go ahead and win. For example, you must realize that Dortmund, they have an amazing home run, amazing home record when they are playing in the Champions League. So I expect that one to be the scenario this coming Wednesday too. And then you must also realize that their opponent, that is AC Milan, have not been performing so very well in the Champions League competition in the last few years, in the last few matches. So based on the home crowd factor, the home team advantage, the home ground advantage, I am seeing a narrow win on the Dortmund side. Correct score prediction is Dortmund 1 goal, Milan 0 goals, and the betting tip is a Dortmund victory. Then we have Newcastle vs PSG coming up next. Newcastle vs PSG is also an interesting one to look on. Newcastle were able to draw their first game in the championship in this UEFA competition, Champions League competition. They drew their first game against Inter Milan, 0-0 scoreline. And many people are saying that Newcastle are a very better team this season. They can go ahead and fight and win against team like PSG. But I think that is a mistake, and it's going to be foolish and stupid to bet against PSG. So I am expecting another victory on PSG side because Newcastle have an amazing defense, and if PSG has to win, then they're going to be winning with a 1-goal margin. So PSG 1 goal and then Newcastle 0 goal, and the betting tip is a PSG victory. Before you proceed to the next game, Porto vs Barcelona, if you're finding value in this game, in this video, please ensure that you are liking the video so that you can help us attain the 2,500 likes that we are trying to attain in this video. 2,500 likes, and ensure that you are also subscribing. So, on the Porto vs Barcelona game playing today, it's also an interesting fixture because Barcelona have an amazing prolific record against Porto in the Champions League. They have won their last 4 matches against Porto in all competitions, and then Barcelona have also been able to score at least 2 goals in their last 4 matches against Porto in all competitions. So it's evident that Barcelona are definitely the perfect side, and both of the teams started their campaign perfectly. There's nothing to be of worry for both teams. So Barcelona just going to be looking forward to be building on their winning so that they can proceed to the next round easily. And I am backing a Barcelona 2-goal, Porto 1 goal, and the betting tip is a Barcelona victory. Then we have the game Zvezda vs Young Boys. Wow, the team is complicated name. Zvezda vs Young Boys coming up next. It's also going to be an interesting one to look into because both teams are coming into this one after being beaten properly in their first opening matches of the competition. So both teams are hungry for points, but I must believe that, and I must mention that the home team, that is Zvezda, have a better stand, a better chance of going ahead and walking away with the 3 points in this particular game. I love how they played in their first game week, how they played in their first match day, and I'm expecting them to be able to get a point out of this one. I am predicting on Zvezda to end the game with a win. That is Zvezda 2 goals, Young Boy 1 goal, and the betting tip is Zvezda win. And finally, we have the game that is going to be amazing, interesting, because Leipzig vs Manchester City. Manchester City are coming into this game after losing in their domestic league, that is against a very, very weak opponent side. So Leipzig vs Manchester City is going to be of importance because currently some are saying that Manchester City lack the quality, they lack the motivation to go ahead and win. But you must understand they are the reigning champions of the UEFA Champions League competition, and betting against them to go or lose at this particular point of the competition is something that is foolish. You know, they have the quality. What we must say is that this is a game that is also going to be ending in a high number of goals because both teams have proven that they are able to score goals. Both teams are in a position to score goals. So it's a match that is going to be ending in a high number of goals. I expect both teams to find the goal and be able to score goals. And I'm predicting on Leipzig 1 goal, Manchester City 2 goals, and the betting tip is gonna be a Manchester City victory. So those were my predictions for all the 8 matches playing today, Wednesday 4th, for the UEFA Champions League prediction. Drop yours in the comment section so that we can get to know what you're thinking about game week 2 of the UEFA Champions League prediction. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to share the video. As I always finish my videos, until next time, long live Must Betters.